Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to TMI Tuesdays. I am your host, Tonk 7. Today is Halloween, and I am actually dressed as my alter ego, Brent Hansel Webb, environmental scientist, energy raider, and award-winning math tutor. So welcome to the show. And I'm happy to see everyone here already commenting. Anthony, what's up? Crazy Dolphin, what's up? Jonathan Whidden, what's up? You know, that dude's in he's in like West North Dakota right now. And John Featherland, Raphael, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I and I was really excited to do an episode tonight. And then as soon as Cap jumped on and he's and I recognized, I was like, oh, yeah, it is Halloween, and everyone's going to be out trick-or-treating. So if you're joining me, thank you. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday, like the people in London like to say. If you want to know what that is, look it up. But I'm excited. We got a good show for you tonight. I've been taking some good notes, watching the games. I sent over the list to our team for the items we will review tonight. And then we'll do some commercials. Oh, I forgot what product I want to show tonight. I'll just wing it. I got plenty of them. So, we'll do our commercials eventually, but happy everyone's here. So just a quick rundown. Haven't done this in a while. We got El Capitan. He's always running something. He's always got something going on during game season. So just check your alerts on the show to see, exactly when these shows are going to be on. We got Color, we got Ali, we got Shake Money. Shake Money calls a lot of the Gator games. I know that. Lewis, KP, Crypto. And then you got to start the week off right with your boy Tonk 7. You know what I'm saying? We just had the football weekend. We actually had the football sports equinox yesterday. We had a sports equinox yesterday. We got Halloween today. It's awesome. And Fanatics is our official partner. And I think they're running something like free shipping right now. I think I saw a notification about that. I don't know if it's still happening, but we are still partners with them. So if you follow the link, you can get some kind of percentage off whatever you buy. And yeah, I'm ready to get started. I don't know who's going to be here tonight. I think it's just Cap. I think everybody else actually has a life and has kids, and they're either dressed as like Obi-Wan or some kind of Michael Myers, or maybe even the Scream mask is back out there like we used to do in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And
listen, the Scream mask has made a resurgence, bro. They just came out with one. That's what my daughter was. Kids are the Scream all over. It's what's popular. Scream has made a comeback this year at Halloween for sure.
I mean, it's classic. It's the classic because it's easy to dress for. You could mix it with other things, and they got the goofy one. He's like, and the one, you know what I mean? Like it's classic. You can't go wrong. You can't. I don't know if I'll be scared, but you can't go wrong.
Yeah, well, Ghostface be yeah, that's what they call it, Jonathan. Call it Ghostface. What's up, Reg? Somebody important, Crazy Doll fan. What's going on, everybody? Raph.
Thank you for everyone. Remember to comment, share, like, button. Tell everybody about it. We're really happy to be here. And I hope you all like my costume tonight. I decided to dress up as myself.
Yeah.
Right? You can't really go wrong. I was like, man, I should dress up as something, but I don't, it was like yesterday I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't have anything, and I don't really feel like getting up and going and buying some. I'm like, what can I do? And I was like, oh,
we got a bag full of shit. And I wore a turban, so I was the Iron Sheik. So the Iron Sheik from wrestling.
Okay. I know who you're talking about. That's like that's like Bam Bam Bigelow and Jake the Snake, and
yeah, that's back then for sure.
And Andre the Giant, and like
for sure, and from the olden times.
Oh yeah,
Macho Man.
Yeah, maybe even before him.
No, because him and Macho Man used to have like a huge rivalry all the
time. Okay.
Macho Man robbed him of the belt. He says.
I actually used to live right down the street from Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, I even talked about it on this show.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that.
When I was in elementary school and I was living in St. Petersburg at the time on Sunset Beach, Treasure Island, he had a condo way down at the end. It was called the Mansions, I think it was called the Mansions. No, I forgot what it's called. It was at the end of Sunset Beach in St. Petersburg. And he drove a yellow Corvette. And I used to see him all the time, and I recognized his car. I would see him at, back then it was Eckerd's. I would see, and then, I'm in like 4th grade, right? And I was already a small kid. And then Macho Man Randy Savage comes inside. Dude, I was like this.
he's built like a house
and
too.
He's fucking massive, and he was the nicest guy. like, dude, because I would follow. Like,
did he pat you on the head and break your legs?
I was always on my bicycle, and whenever I'd see his car, I'd haul ass to wherever he was, because he was at the gas station or Eckerd's or something. But I'd always show up and say hi to him. And like, if I saw him coming down the street, I'd try to race to where like he was gonna pull into the Mansions. I'd always wave at him. Yeah, I my mom used to run into him too, but yeah, he was definitely the man. He was definitely awesome. I was upset.
He was the Macho Man.
Yeah, he was awesome. And I know a lot of people that are big fans of him. And I'm like, that's awesome that I saw him so much, and he recognized me.
A lot of guys lived over there in that area in St. Pete and Tampa.
Because Tampa's a big area.
They would do Tampa and Miami for wrestling matches, like the big ones all the time. Mm-hmm. So a lot of that stuff was here in the South and Florida for sure.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Macho Man.
Rest in peace, Macho Man. All right, you ready for the first subject?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, so 0-3 in the past 3 games. I don't even know. Maybe we could beat San Fran, who's got the same trend.
San Francisco just traded.
Who's just 0-3?
Listen, San Francisco just traded for Chase Young from the fucking Commanders. They already have Bosa over there. They're going to have the meanest defensive front on earth, dude. It's going to be legendary.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, but the Bucs, man, I don't know what's going on. honestly, this is probably going to be, I don't know who else would be willing to take Todd Bowles as their head coach again after this. It's just not going to happen.
But they kind of left him in a bad situation post Brady era. No quarterback answers, cap problems, aging stars in key areas. It was just it was
I don't know,
happen.
man. I think I wish Bruce Arians didn't retire. I think we'd be in a lot better position if he didn't retire. I wonder why he retired.
He was done, bro.
I don't know how long he was a coach, though. I mean, he was so good at it. He was so good at it.
The last time Bruce Arians took the team, he had the Cardinals, right? Back when they had Carson Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a perfect season and then lost in the Super Bowl, and they marched back, right? And they were just whipping everybody. And they lose, I think, right before the NFC Championship game. And they had this thing documented on they called it a race to the end or something stupid like that. But Shalom, Shahik. It's to me, it was like Bruce Arians in that thing was just shot out, bro. He was just shot out. He's such an intense guy. He takes it so intensely that after that he was shot, and then the Bucks convinced him to come back and
with that second season with Brady, yeah,
and said that they convinced him to come back, then convinced him that he would get a quarterback, and they got him Brady. And after that, I think he just had enough, bro. It just was done with it. Just enough. I've been doing it forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're just lacking on both sides.
Been around since the 70s and shit, dude. He's done.
I mean, they looked okay at the end against the Bills, but I don't know, man. I mean, now we're in second in the South. The Falcons are ahead of us.
I don't know which players,
because we lost the Falcons.
I do know that today was the NFL trade deadline, and I know the Bucks were sellers. I know they got rid of somebody. They're a team that's, not really feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least we got another Super Bowl to hold us over for what? How many years? 20 years.
Dude. I didn't know.
Almost 20 years, because it was almost 20 years. It's 18, 19 years between the two. So it'll just have to hold us over, because I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I got confidence in Baker Mayfield. It's just, what is the difference between the 3 games that they won and now the 3 games that they lost? What happened? Is it because if you can't score 24 and you can't hold them to 17,
it's always the same thing, isn't it? It's you got to score more than the opponent. That's it. Defense either holds them to less than you, or the offense scores more, and that team just has problems. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. I don't watch enough Bucks games, but I know Baker Mayfield is a live and die by the sword type of quarterback. I know they've had problem in their run game. They've had a problem in
too. He's I didn't realize how tall he was until recently.
Who?
Baker Mayfield.
Oh, he's not that tall. As far as quarterbacks go, he's one of the smaller guys, dude.
No, he isn't.
He is. He's definitely.
No.
Baker Mayfield.
That's what I thought, but he's big. He's big, dude. All right, what we got next? You're muted. Maybe he's talking to someone else, because you're not talking to us. We can't hear you, Cap. Does everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? What happened? Huh. I don't know why I don't hear Cap anymore. Sorry, everybody. No Cap. I mean, let's see. So let me see who else I had next. Let's see. So the Vikings. Oh, Yeah, so since what's his name is out at the Vikings, the quarterback, they're looking at who to replace him with. And one of those options was Colt McCoy. I didn't even know Colt McCoy was still in the NFL. And what's his name plays on who's on the Texans that played Case Keenum. They should go after Case Keenum. He's the one who he did a really he had that one season he was there, they won a lot of games with him. And I mean, I don't have a problem with Colt McCoy, but why don't you go after a quarterback that you've already won a lot of games with? Because they had a lineup of what quarterbacks they're going to choose. So we'll see, but that sucks. I'm rooting for. I like seeing what what's that quarterback's name? Vikings quarterback. Kirk Cousins. Because who knows how long he's going to be out. And he was actually, I think he was like number one as far as like passes and yards and stuff right now, even though the team isn't doing super well. So who are they looking at? They're looking at Minnesota is trading for Cardinals QB Josh Dobbs. That's who they traded for, Josh Dobbs. What? That's who they just traded for. And he just won that game with Arizona. Did they just win on Sunday? But they did. He wasn't looking bad. He wasn't looking bad. So that's not, I mean, he's a gunslinger. So I don't think that was a bad trade. I think he'll do decent there. He's kind of similar to Kirk Cousins. He can sling that football. So I'm excited to see what they do. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how often I paid attention to trades in the season like this, but this is definitely a trade that I'm not used to something like this like happening. But good for Josh Dobbs. To get that. What's up, Cap?
Yeah, totally had a drop off there. So I'm guessing he moved on to the Vikings. Colt McCoy.
Yeah. So I was talking about Colt McCoy was in the lineup to be selected, but then I just Google searched something and it came up that Josh Dobbs actually got traded to the Vikings.
Yes,
and
yes,
that's
Josh
who played
Dobbs
for
did.
the Card because he was looking good on Sunday. I forgot who they played, but he wasn't looking bad.
He listen, he's not the reason they're winning, but he's not the reason they're losing.
No,
he has
like
some
he looked like
he has a talent. There's no denying that.
That's
has some
why
talent.
That's why I like when I was reading this, I was like, well, I mean, I don't think he's too far of a difference than Kirk Cousins. He might not have as much experience. I'm not sure. And I was going to say, why don't they go to Texans and get Case Keenum back, which is who he's had some success there in Minnesota. But I don't have a problem with this. And it's good that they're moving on. Congratulations to Lou Dobbs for Josh Dobbs. I was thinking Lou Holtz because of Ali.
You thinking of old Lou Dobbs and shit? That's the old man Lou Dobbs from fucking Fox News.
No, I was thinking Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz
because of Ali. But hey, well, we'll see what they do. I wonder who the Cardinals are going to have as their QB now.
Well, they have this guy Hall who played last week and they won, and so they might let him go. But Dobbs, they're like in the mix with it. I mean, okay, right now the Lions look pretty unstoppable as they won on Monday night in a good fashion. Albeit that
look until they play a good team like the Ravens.
Well, they got walked off the field in the AFC, but in the NFC that sucks, and the dredges of the AFC, they'll do just fine. Dude, the Lions should win that division.
Lamar Jackson has not lost against the NFC.
That doesn't surprise me. They got no answer for a guy like Lamar Jackson. That's crazy, dude.
I know, but isn't that insane?
Has he ever played San Francisco? I mean, damn.
No, he's I don't know how many games. I think maybe like 16 games. He's freaking undefeated against the NFC. That is insane. That's crazy, dude. But I mean, hopefully, dude, Kirk Cousins should go to the same surgeon that Aaron Rodgers went to.
Jerry Jones should figure out a way to get Lamar Jackson. If he had Lamar Jackson in Dallas, he'd win against everybody in the NFC. He'd love that shit too. He'd continue with it.
That sounds like what they did on the Buccaneers when Jameis Winston was throwing a whole bunch of interceptions. They put defensive players out on the field so he would throw to them instead of the other. They put their own defensive players on the field.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, let's make a tight end out of a tackle right now.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's congrats to Josh Dobbs. So, but yeah, I saw Colt McCoy. I was like, wow, Colt McCoy is still, sitting hanging around the NFL. I mean, hey,
oh yeah,
man.
no, Colt McCoy's waiting, dude. Listen, those NFL checks are good. Those NFL checks,
especially if
nice.
you don't have to play. I'll sit third bench all season long, chilling, dude, just talking and holding the clipboard for fucking what, $400,000 a year to hold the clipboard.
Yeah, but then you got to go in and let one of these animals get a hold of you every now and again. That sucks.
What do you mean?
These freaking. You go out there, you have to take, some snaps at the end of a game because you're up way big or your quarterback
yeah,
goes
you're
down.
like, well, shit. Let me unnumb my ass because I've been sitting.
Exactly, you're gonna go out there.
Hold on, guys. Let me warm up
fold it up
bit.
real quick. Sounds like an easy fucking job till they ask you to take snaps in a live game.
Go out there and get folded by fucking.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was a crazy loss, Mahomes to Denver. That was the first time he lost to them. But I mean, it's a division game. So I'm not.
It's a division game. Anybody
at the same time, maybe Sean Payton is starting to have an effect on that team. I'm not sure. And like Russell Wilson, he has to come back. He definitely has a comeback personality where he makes some shit happen at the very end of a game. That game reminded me of how the Broncos were winning when Tim Tebow played there. How it's like, I don't know how they won, but I also don't know how the other team lost either. It's just really weird. And that's what was going on. A couple
of big throws and a couple of defensive stops and turn around and the game's over and you lost by 10 plus points.
And it's like, I don't want to say it's the coordinator's fault because he was with them when they won the Super Bowl. So, but I mean, you got 2 Super Bowls. You can't you're going to have ups and downs. I mean, Mahomes has been in the league for 4 seasons now, 5 seasons, 4. So, I mean, for as much success as he's had in that quick, that's insane. Plus he's been in the AFC championship every season. And so they lose a couple games and they're already saying the offense this and dude, they've been in the AFC Championship every season. Stop complaining.
Yeah, well,
it's like let them bump around a little bit. If it's like maybe
the fan bases are always impatient.
Well, they said the players aren't catching the balls, so that's not the coordinator's fault. I mean, is Mahomes not throwing it the same way as he was before? Like when the guy was going in the end zone.
The weapons are inexperienced, bro. And here's the deal: they're finally feeling the effects of having to pay a mega contract to a quarterback. So now they're having to make financial decisions. That. Yeah, now they've got
Mahomes got a huge contract?
Oh, massive. They signed him. I think it was a lifetime contract. I can't remember. Something
I don't
stupid.
remember
It was like a 10-year. It was like a 10-year contract like 2 years ago they signed him to.
Oh,
and they moved the money around the last couple of years and now they're starting to have to pay for it. Now they're getting kind of losing their good
players.
They're having to, make financial decisions. They paid Kelsey. They just paid Jones on defense. So they've got key position players, but now
that's why they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
Kinda. They offered Tyreek Hill $58 million guaranteed. Tyreek Hill got 78 million guaranteed from the Dolphins. Something like that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money.
I don't know. I mean,
here's Shelby's getting it in there. Look,
every time
10 years. Look, 10 years, $450 million.
That's a
for
lot.
10 years. So, I mean, it is a lot. It's $45 million a year, but they've then maneuvered that money. See, $45 million a year isn't that much. In fact, as a year-to-year contract, it's one of the cheaper ones for quarterbacks in recent memory. But they've been maneuvering that money these first 2 or 3 years or so, and now they're backed up on it. Now they're not going to be able to maneuver it, so they're losing players.
I mean,
So,
but we don't know the incentives of that, like, because he plays all the way
they're
to the
restructuring, they're
plays,
doing stuff, they
but
move money, but right now it's very obvious that they go, look, Mahomes makes all this money. When you're like thinking of cap, right? You go, here's half the money for the defense, half the money for the offense. Well, if the offense uses more of the money, it needs to dictate more of the wins than defense does, which has been the case with the quarterback. But now they're like, okay, we're going to save money on the team because we're paying so much of the quarterback, and he's got to elevate the weapons. Well, now they've got subpar weapons, and they're faltering. When you have young guys, middling wide receivers, dudes that are all on cheap contracts, there's a reason that they weren't drafted so high. There's a reason why they're not under a multi-year deal. It's because they're guys, not to say that they're all terrible or that there isn't a gem here and there, but they've been getting away with it. But they've been in some close games and some games they could have lost at times too. And now they finally lost one. And now, they've got 2 losses, and they're going to face Miami in Germany for the Buck champion of the universe. Whoever wins that game is going to sit at the top of the AFC with one of the best records in the AFC. So that's a huge game.
I mean, I've seen this every time. I don't know how much of a difference other contracts were compared to Mahomes, but whenever they give one player a lot of money, the team starts to not do that well. They did it with Joe Flacco. Look at the Ravens after they gave Joe Flacco. They sucked. They were terrible. And then they did it with, I've seen it a lot. I can't name all the people, but I've seen it happen a lot. And I want players to get paid, but I don't know. Can we reference that compared to how much Brady was getting? Was he getting $45 million a year? Because he, from what I've heard multiple times, he always lowered how much he would make.
He would get a contract, then he would maneuver it, and then they would sign extensions. They were always rework. Every 2 years, they were fucking around with Brady's deal and he was giving money back. Yes, but Brady has one of the richest wives in the world, so it's easy to sit there and give money back and not have to make all the money when your wife is a billionaire. So there is something to that too. At that time, it's just true.
Though.
Well, think about it. Yes, generational wealth.
Yeah, but plus they play for so long, and all those incentives that are in those contracts also have to get paid out to all the players.
Well, think about it like this. Mahomes will be playing longer than 10 years. At that point, Mahomes will have made not just anywhere, but and before taxes, just in the NFL, close to $50 million or $500 million, excuse me. 50 million, 500 million. And do you think he's not going to play longer in 10 years? No, you're going to turn around. That guy will be one of the first athletes to make $1 billion in paid NFL money, potentially, to, whatever they're making down there.
Well, I don't know how much teams get from winning a Super Bowl.
Well, okay. Deshaun Watson was traded to the Browns, and they gave him a fully guaranteed deal of like $225 million. Yeah. And then now Lamar Jackson just got $250 million guaranteed. Where's it going to be in 10 years? $500 million guaranteed. So if Patrick Mahomes makes $500 million and then gets guaranteed another $500 million, there's $1 billion in money he done made from the NFL, and that doesn't include all the fucking advertisements and bullshit that he makes on the side. Fucking.
Oh yeah, especially Subway and State Farm.
Snickers and fucking all that shit. Whatever he's doing.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, if you either want money or you want to win, sometimes you can't have both. But I mean, he's already got 2 Super Bowls.
Winners usually get paid.
Right. I don't think the guy's scratching. I don't know if he can get more than Brady. Maybe he's on a good.
He's on a good trajectory.
To do it, but I mean, we'll see.
Brady's got the same amount in Super Bowl victories as the teams that have the most Super Bowl victories. Teams.
Yeah. Now he has more.
He's got 6.
He has 7.
Oh, he's got 7. That's right. Oh
He
yeah,
has
you're right.
more than every other team.
That's right. That's right. He done flexed on the whole
Like the
fucking
whole
National Football League.
NFL. like he can say, "Oh, you what? Brady has more than every individual team."
He's
And
got more than Thanos.
he's got, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He's got more than Thanos, dude.
I like that meme where it showed Lil Uzi Vert, that rapper, when he got the diamond on his forehead, and it showed a picture of him with the diamond, and then it showed a picture of like Thanos reaching
Pulling
into
it
the
out of the
dude's
head.
yeah.
We did that division. When you did that division, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Have you
man, it's
seen the
so good,
video?
dude.
Have you seen the video? It's been going around lately. Well, a little while back. Where he goes to snap his fingers and none of the jewels are in there, and he looks over and it's the guy from Breaking Bad, and he's got the fucking crystal and he's crushing it up and he's storing it and shit like that from the scene when he had the blue shit and the Mexican dude was the drug dealer guy in the first, I think it was the first season, yeah, where he blows up the room and stuff like that. Have you ever seen
Oh
that show?
yeah.
Yeah, that when that guy was like, he had that big blade and he picked it up and he did a bump off this giant blade and shit. It was all colorful in this meme where it looks, yeah, Tuco, that's it, Tuco wartime, that's who
Oh,
it is, Tuco,
Tuco.
yeah,
He was
Tuco.
crazy as hell,
He was
too.
crazy as
He would
fuck.
do that to Thanos.
That's what it was funny about it. He was
would do
crushing up
it to
Thanos'
Thanos.
fucking Infinity Stone, scoops it off his knife, does a bump up. He's like, "Woo, yeah, that's some good shit."
He would do that to Thanos
That's what
straight
was
up,
funny
dude.
about it.
He was G as hell. That's awesome.
So Mahomes' cap hit this year is 37 million. It jumps to 57 million next year. So they're already getting ahead of the cap by going cheap in places. See what I'm saying? They can't afford to sign anybody to a multi-year deal because they're going to be paying this guy 150 million plus over the next 3 years. So who are you going to sign? You know, and it's gonna hurt their cap.
I mean, how do they not understand that? How do teams not
Well, they
understand
do, but
this?
guess what? They've already got 2 Super Bowls. So I mean, fuck, it's worth the money if you think about it. And as the cap goes up and they can restructure in 2-3 years with some good drafting, they can go pick up 1 or 2 free agents, and all of a sudden they're winning the other Super Bowl. Fuck, they might go again this year, dude.
You know,
they still are one of the best teams. It's working. It's worth the money.
If catching is only, it really, from what it seems like, it's just the receivers catching, and you could do that. Just keep practicing and practicing because Mahomes is going to throw it to you.
Yeah,
you know,
but
like
Mahomes. Here's the thing: like these guys, Mahomes will get so off script that you got to then look around and find him, and he'll just. You think he's throwing a 30-yard dart to you, but really he wanted you to run up and catch it 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? So. It just takes time with guys and stuff. Tyreek was somebody different. Tyreek can always do it.
Yeah. If any team has you know the clearance to wade through the murky water trying to make this work, it's them.
Yeah.
You know,
Casey will figure it out. That organization's fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
That organization's good. The coach is good. Quarterback's good. They're gonna be all right.
I know. It's like
the other teams that overspend. You look at like the Giants. They paid
or the Phillies.
Well, Philadelphia is doing all right. They've gone all
No,
out.
the Phillies. The
Phillies. Team. Oh yeah, fuck the Phillies. But fucking like the Giants right now. They paid their quarterback. Can't even remember the goofy son of a bitch's name right now, but he's getting like 45 million a year. Daniel Jones, yeah, they're giving him 45 million a year guaranteed or some shit. I know, and he signed like a cheaper deal. It was like 180 million or something, and he's not even playing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's terrible. But they went to the playoffs last year. They got a new coach. They fell in love, and that's where they ended up. You ready for the next one?
Let me check my notes real quick. Can you go? All right, yeah, that's fine. So I don't know what team he's on, and I wanted to search it when we were on film. So Mark Brunell.
Mark Brunell was on the he was on the Jaguars.
Yes, but he's a coach now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What is he, quarterback's coach or something?
Let's see. He's on the Lions. the Lions team quarterback coach in 2021. So maybe I mean, dude. So you know what when I
still
first
the
heard
Lions quarterback coach.
yeah, he joined 2 years ago.
So he came there. He came there when Dan Campbell came there.
Yeah, and maybe a season after.
Makes sense because Dan Campbell's an ex football player. Hires Mark Brunell. Probably has a couple of guys on Dan Campbell's staff.
Might have played against
for
Mark
the Lions.
Brunell.
Probably did. Not might have. They probably definitely did at some point.
But when I heard Mark Brunell, I was like, it brought me back, dude, to 5th grade.
Yeah.
Calling you with the freaking Beckett book. And we had I probably still have my Mark Brunell card from when he played for the Jags. And I was like, oh my gosh. I remember calling Cap and being like, yo, how much is this card? And you're like, it's worth 73 cents or like $2.75 or something. I was like, cool. we're like, cool, man.
There was these cards, and you might remember them, but they had like the quarterback or whoever, and then they had like a slit in it. And then also you could get these coins that go inside of those. I have that Mark Brunell coin and a Mark Brunell card. I got that.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I have mine too. I have my Jerry Rice one.
Yeah.
And remember the ones that like looked like a little trophy of a football?
Oh, yes. I know that. Yeah. There was a Michael Irvin one I had like that.
Yeah.
Metallic and shit.
I think that's like one of the reasons why like we're like, I mean, I'm good at this stuff anyways. But the fact that both of us are good with it together and like how it came to be, because like what we're focusing on now is kind of similar to what we focused on then with the cards and the players and the teams and being really integrated into sports and being so into it that we wanted to know this information. And it's just like it's transpired into what we have now. And I think that's, where some of the successes come from is just because it's just always been a part of us, especially as friends. Like we had such a strong friendship in when we were really, really young over sports, particularly football. We can carry that really far. And when I heard Mark Brunell's name, it brought all that back. I was like, oh my gosh, I literally remember sitting on the phone. And so ups to Mark Brunell. I mean, that's great. And it's so awesome because I mentioned this earlier this season. I was like, I wish more former players would become coaches. And now I hear about Mark Brunell. And then on the Dolphins, we have
we got Madison,
Wes Walker, and then Wes Walker.
We also have a DB coach. We have Patrick Surtain as our DB coach.
Then the head coach of the Lions.
A lot of ex-athletes.
Jim Harbaugh, binoculars or not, he was an ex-quarterback.
True. I have a Jim Harbaugh card.
Oh wow!
When he was the Colts,
you should draw some binoculars on it.
The thing is, it's one of these weird cards. It's like made out of like old. So you remember those old projector TVs where like you'd look in the back and you could see the 3 lights and shit. It had like that screen on it.
Oh yeah,
that like vinyl screen. It was like scratchy and stuff, and had like all the bumps.
And
they made
like
cards. Yeah, it was big box screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can scratch. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so they had made these cards. They had made these cards that were made out of that scratchy material. And you could like flicker them like this. You like rotate them, and it would like have like a scene in it, and you would see him like throwing and stuff. He was like,
I know.
I still got it somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The technology that we had growing, it's like
you're like, this is the sickest shit ever.
It's like the stuff that we had between like the 80s and like now is like puberty of technology. Yes, you know what I mean?
It was very beginning stages of what was going to be cool.
Yeah, like it was just like all this stuff, and it was so temporary. It was only for like 2 or 3 years, and then it was gone. Like you never use it again. And like now we got things like this phone could last me 10 years for all I know. I mean, as long as I keep it.
But then again, no, it won't. It won't.
Because the update.
That's right. You'll get an update. You can't get Signal no more, and now you got to get a new phone. That's happened to me a couple of times.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll just get the iPhone 25 or whatever the hell.
Yep. I don't know. I'm getting ready to get the iPhone 15 and the Apple Watch. Hopefully they'll leave me alone. That shit looks dope. You seen that shit? Seen that shit where you can click your fingers like this to turn the fucking shit on and stuff? You seen that?
I'm not really big into watches. If I gotta watch again, I'd probably go like no, like I don't have to charge it. It charges on its own by the sun
Bro,
and
you're
all that
ruining
shit.
your life, dude. You've ruined your life.
Why?
You could do everything on your phone on that watch now.
I
I
can do
mean,
everything on
literally,
my phone on this phone right here.
I got it. I
Oh, I
got it.
know.
I'm just
I
telling
know.
you.
I text you and it says it's blue.
Whoa.
So, anyways,
Yeah, let's get to the next subject.
all right. So
What is
hopefully my
this?
man. Oh, there he is. There he is. My dog Reezy. My dog Jay Reezy is in here.
Hey, look how I spelled sports.
Oh, that's our bad.
Sporte.
Um,
Sporte.
So I was just with Reezy last Wednesday. He was here with Dizzy Wright. They're on tour together, and that's the third time I've actually seen them now this year, and it's the first time I've ever seen them was this year. And so it was cool hanging out with Reezy and everybody in the green room. Man, that night was so awesome, man. Being on stage with Reezy and like hanging out with Dizzy, and I actually went in as an executive producer. So a rapper working with here, his name is Jay Fitty. He is getting a song with Dizzy Wright, and I'm executive producer on it. I got the thing hanging up on my wall right now, the contract that I signed. Dude, right there, man. The title forever, dude. I'm so happy. And so when we were in the green room, I was telling, because there was a bunch of dudes in there talking about basketball, because last Wednesday was, I think, the first day of the NBA. So there's dudes in there watching the games, talking about it. So we were talking about all sorts of stuff. And I was like, Reezy, I got a dope ass podcast, man. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah. So you got to come on and watch. And then, because like everybody in the room was from Las Vegas, and I was like, damn, isn't UNLV in Las Vegas? And I was like, they got basketball and football. Hold on, look at this. I looked up a game the other day, UNLV. So maybe next season, I want to go to Vegas and go to a UNLV basketball and football game, because they got tickets on here. Look at this. I'm going to look it up right now. UNLV men's basketball. Look at this. $9. I'm going to 2 games and a football game. $9 to go to a UNLV basketball game. And UNLV is football is 6-1 right now. And I actually texted Reezy Saturday when I was watching the game. I was like, yo, dude, I didn't even realize they're 6-1. And I forgot what I think they're in the Mountain West conference, I'm pretty sure. So they play Hawaii, they play Colorado State, they play New Mexico. And so did they win on Saturday? I didn't watch the whole game. Let's see. So, they lost to Fresno State. So they're 6-2. Yeah, Fresno State.
California fucks.
Yeah, so and Fresno State is ranked right now, number 24. So UNLV has Nevada next. They're gonna play Michigan. Oh, they already played Michigan. Hold on. So this schedule is a little difficult to read. So they're what, 6-2 now? Let's see, UNLV. Yeah, 6-2. 6-2, which isn't bad. But I mean,
900 bucks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can find hotels cheaper now. I was just there in June, and I found some pretty decent hotels. Now, the trick is with Vegas is get a hotel. So you want to make sure you get your car before you have to travel across Vegas. Get your car close to the airport, and actually get your hotel close to the airport, because Las Vegas can be very difficult at times to navigate, and I had to learn that the hard way. But it's pretty lit there, and definitely going to be doing some stuff over there soon with music and sports. And nice to see my bro Reezy here. That's my friend now, like straight up. That's my friend, and I'm happy to see him. We had a great time, and I look forward to seeing him again. And when did they play Reno? Yeah, that should be a huge rivalry. I didn't even know Reno had, what is it? University
of course they do. Reno's big, dude. Reno's like the North Vegas.
I only know it because of Reno 911.
Reno's the North Vegas, and I believe that's where the Bunny Ranch is at.
Oh,
Yeah. See, I thought,
interesting.
yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah, yeah, I
sure.
know it's in Nevada. I just never been there. I've only really been to
Dude,
Vegas.
I've been wanting to go to Reno to take the family for a while because I want to go right outside of Reno, like 5 miles outside. They've got these opal mines where you can mine for opals and shit. And opals are
Well, let me
fucking
know. I'm down to meet you
badass.
there.
I'm dead ass, dude. I'm thinking
I'm down
about
to
doing
meet
it.
you, dude. I'm already doing stuff like this anyways. I'm out there anyway,
I know.
so
I gotta hook it up and go.
that Nevada game is gonna be crazy
I'm
though.
gonna have to fly to like
Yeah,
the north
probably just
Midwest
fly to
area.
Vegas.
No, I'm gonna have to go to
Oh,
like
what Steve
Minnesota and see fucking HB, and then I'm gonna have to fucking cruise on down over to where Jonathan is in North Dakota, then go to Vegas or some
Dude,
shit,
I'll
or
meet
maybe
you
I'll
there
just
and
come
we'll
by and
drive
see.
together.
We'll have to figure it out, dude. I got to do
I'm down to
something.
do it
Thing is, it's
because I
not just
haven't been
me.
across.
I gotta bring fucking my wife and kids everywhere. So shit
Yeah.
gets expensive quick. Flying
Well,
solo
you
is
just
cheap.
figure it out. I'll get the car. How about that?
All right, we'll figure it
I'll
out.
get the car and I'll do the
Sounds like a
driving.
plan. Sounds like a plan.
I'll be
We're gonna
skirting
have a
like
good
I had.
time. We'll go fucking opal mining, dog. We're gonna find some opals. We're gonna pay for the whole trip. That's what we're gonna do. We'll pay for the whole trip.
Yeah.
We're gonna go, you know what? We staying
Can I
another week.
pay in precious gemstones? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
listen, it's a currency. Actually, I know of a
That's
place.
why.
I know a place in South Florida in Naples area that will buy the raw opals off of us. Like a high quality freaking jeweler and shit like that. I was there. This is back when I was shopping for whatchamacallit for my wife. And wedding ring. And I walked in there and I was like, wow, this fucking place is way too expensive for me.
So when did you get married, Ashley?
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know you all got married.
Oh yeah. Took care of it.
You did it
Just
on like.
courthoused it. Just
Oh,
courthoused
okay.
it, dog. Yeah. We ain't going out and going big. Got 2 kids now. Fuck it.
No, do it big by taking a trip out here. Is how you should do it
I'm
big.
gonna do
Forget.
it big when we're doing big shit when these kids is gone. That's when all the big shit. I'm gonna be fucking 50 with her traveling everywhere. Fuck it. That's what
Dude. We gonna be.
coming with.
Yeah.
Coming, dog. Listen, her and I, we
Definitely.
talk. This is off, but I want to fucking sell everything and anything and get these kids like their own apartments that are in their name. And then Ashley and I are gonna fucking get like a fucking Winnebago and just fucking do that. That's what I want to do. Just Winnebago the rest of my life. That's what I'm trying to
It's
do.
awesome, man. Like when I drove across the country, the contiguous United States, it changed my life so much. Like it just there's so many things that you'll see and
So
venture
much
through, and
scenery.
just
It's so
it's like it
beautiful.
you learn so much. And I have a lot in common with a lot of the people I meet because they've also toured the whole country too. And you just like you, it's just the experience is just crazy. And like this country is so big and it's so vast, and there's so many
It's
things to
huge,
see
bro. It's
that
huge.
you just don't realize it until you're
You
there.
forget
Yeah, there's that and there's this that you know about, but then there's things that's like I didn't even, it's like
so
people don't
much,
even
bro.
talk about all this other stuff.
Dude, I just think of how much I've found and done throughout the state of Florida, and then places outside of Florida that I've gone and then found shit around there. Man, I was traveling back. I found this town in Virginia. I got the name written down somewhere. Dude, I want to go back. It is one of the most beautiful little towns, super cheap. Everything they're making there is all grown on their farms right next door and shit. So
Yeah,
awesome. It was dope.
yeah,
So, all right, you ready to go to the next one?
yeah. So yesterday was the sports equinox, and so that's where we had hockey, baseball, football, and basketball all at one day. And I was wondering that I've never seen that before. I guess I'm paying attention to sports a little more than I have before because of this show. And I was wondering that like leading up to yesterday, I was like, I wonder if we're gonna have where we have like all these sports in one day, and then it happened. It was a sports equinox. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they it happens well because like the series is on.
Yeah,
Then you've got Thursday and Sunday NFL, but you also got
Monday,
Saturday and Friday for college, and then and Monday obviously as well.
right?
And then you've got freaking hockey's just begun, basketball just started, so there is that time where there's that
It's dope.
short window where the series is still going on because it's October and you can get it all. The problem is, man, we just ain't got enough time to enjoy it all.
I
It's just
do.
yeah, I know.
I went to UW game.
I know you were saying.
Oh, hold on. Oh, that's someone hating. All right, we got some haters in here
Oh,
tonight.
you talking about that? Well,
Yeah.
remember Michael K he
Yeah.
said he got that bar
Did
of
he like
soap and
it?
shit. No, he said it sucked.
What?
Yeah,
No,
he
I don't
probably got
believe it. I don't
he's from
believe it, dude.
he's from Buffalo, so he probably got nappy ass head, so
No, I don't believe it. That's the best conditioner I've ever used in my whole life, and I've been looking and looking and looking. And so is that's not Kevin though? That's somebody else.
no, that's Michael
That's the
K.
same person. Oh,
No, it's
that's the
Michael
same.
K.
So
Yes,
that's
who
the
said he was
person that
gonna get
actually
it.
bought the high bar.
What's up, Dad Dean? He
It's
said
not
it didn't
supposed. No.
didn't
That's
suds
all
up
right. So I'm glad he brought it up. So it doesn't sud up. It doesn't. It's more like it's more like rubbing.
like lotion.
It's kind of like rubbing lotion in your hair. And conditioner does it sub up. Shampoo does. Conditioner doesn't become suds. You must,
You're using it wrong, Michael K.
dude. I've never seen conditioner. Conditioner's oily and in like thick. It doesn't suds up. Got of here, dude. But I don't know.
Get out of here, dude.
Yeah. Like it didn't suds up. What'd you do? What'd you do? Pay for 2-day shipping? Just send it back. You could get the Amazon credit right back to your Amazon account. Hopefully you signed up for the slower shipping. You get the $3 credit for digital, Amazon digital. That's what you should have done. At least get $3. Get $3 out of the stuff that you bought with your no suds.
Your sudlessness.
No, I don't want no suds. Suds ain't conditioner type for me.
Ready for the next one?
But yeah, Sports Equinox is pretty dope. I thought it was pretty dope.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't happen often. There's only a time where all sports fans that are going crazy can have something all day long.
Yeah,
Problem is, well, you'll be watching like basketball and there's a hockey game on, and there's football and there's hockey game on, or a basketball game. Like it's gonna happen now. Like we're in the thick of sports right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that next question, dude. I already addressed it. Well, not that question, but I.
They'll take it with pubes on it.
I mean, you probably use that for your face wash anyways.
Stop washing your crotch then your face, dude.
Oh, you're supposed to start from the head and go down.
Yeah.
Which head?
We'll have that on another program. Teach you about personal hygiene. I have to do that.
He's in the shower, like he's in the shower grinding it against his head and it's not becoming sudsy. And he's like, this piece ain't
even got water on it.
He's like, it hurts. I don't get it.
Did you drop it in like a jar of water and expect it to like dissolve like a bath bomb? Is that what happened?
No, please don't tell me you did that.
It's not working. Pouring the water on his head.
Stupid environmental crap. He's like, screw you. He goes and buys a whole bunch of like plastic bags and melts them.
Yeah, throws them in the ocean.
All right, so what we got next? I was watching PTI today, the show that I
know
that based this show upon,
yep.
And they were talking about John Harbaugh, or maybe it was yesterday's episode. And should he get the same treatment as Jim Tressel? So when Jim Tressel was allowing people to get money and tattoos and cars, when he was the head coach of Ohio State, when he got, I guess, fired from Ohio State, his suspension carried over into the NFL for 7 games, I think it was. And I totally forgot about that.
That's
like
weird.
that
I
happened.
Didn't even think about that.
And
his suspension carried in.
It carried over into the NFL.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
and
is
so
is Harbaugh even getting fired? They're not going to fire him.
I don't know, but they're just talking about it. Like let's say he's convicted or charged or found guilty and fired, or if he leaves and goes to the NFL, because who are they thinking? Because I know Mike Wilbon wants him to be the Bears head coach.
Listen, the Dolphins themselves have been trying to get Harbaugh to come to the NFL for a long time.
I wouldn't reject him as a head coach. I mean, so I don't necessarily think that's a problem for his suspension to carry over into a new job, since it is football, since you can't commit that same crime. I mean, if they did it to Jim, honestly, if you're going to do it to Jim Tressel, who I think was way less guilty, okay, because every coach back then was letting players get this and get that. You know how much stuff they gave Reggie Bush? You don't like it just is what it is. I don't have a problem with it. That's why we pay. That's why the NIL was the most important thing that ever happened to college sports, was because this stuff was already happening and now it's not illegal anymore. What did he do? He let players get cars and tattoos. That's not cheating. I mean, all these other teams were doing it too. It might have been not the best thing to do, but it's like he was going to go get this. The players were going to go get those things at other teams. So it is what it is. And that is not the same as following teams around and filming or recording their playbooks. That is a whole different level of cheating. So if you're going to hold Jim Tressel to that standard and have him miss games, even though he got hired as some kind of coordinator, not even like a really important position on another team. It was, and he still had a suspension. So it's like, I mean, are you going to follow those same rules? I mean, even though,
yeah, but
because
in all relativity, like every college team is stealing the other signs. Now, maybe the way in which he did it is worse than others, but they're all doing it. So I don't know.
Well, that's what I said before. Like, if you're at a game and like, you're like, oh, well, when that guy does this and does this, that means they're going to do a play action and throw to the tight end. That's just paying attention. But like following a team around, that's cheating.
True. That's
okay. I don't have a point with, all right, well, I've been watching this guy all game. So hey, we're going to do what we can to win. So I don't have a problem with that. But I thought this was a very interesting topic to talk about, because Jim Tressel did have that revolutionary suspension where it went from one league to another. That's pretty crazy. And what's even more crazy is that's not a crime anymore. So he wouldn't get in trouble for it. So now, if you look at it from that angle where it's not even a crime anymore, this is with Harbaugh. So should you treat him worse? Should you treat him less? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not going to be upset if they do or don't. I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was very interesting. And actually, I think Jim Tressel has gotten such a brunt of the deal. He should be a head coach somewhere. He was one of my favorite head coaches. And he got burned a lot more than he should have, in my opinion.
Who knows?
He should be a head coach somewhere, dude. He should be a head coach somewhere. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The game's always changing though, too.
I know, but he was just a really, really good head coach. I thought he was. And like when all that happened, it sucked, but I don't know. I mean, I can't believe I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. Like, when was it? Wasn't that in like 2012, 2011?
Yeah, they always, but again, it's this. The thing is that his scandal is just like every other scandal that came out of college before the NFTs or the NIL deals.
Yeah, it's paying players. It was just
any team. Look, Alabama's doing it. Texas did it. Oklahoma did it. Every team does it. It's just who do they want to hang out to dry and why? Because I call bullshit. They all know each other are doing it. So when someone gets ousted, to me, I never think it's kind of like with politics, right? All these politicians are dirty sons of bitches. When they all snub their noses in the air and go, no, 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 and wag their fingers at one of their own, I think, what else did they really do? Because they're all a bunch of cheating, lying, lobbyist fucks, all of them.
Yeah, they are.
You know they are. They're just a bunch of fucking assholes, dude. So when something does it like that, and they blackball or annex someone from the community, I think maybe there's something else, or maybe they were gonna oust other people. I don't fucking know. I just call shenanigans every time.
Damn, that's a dope ass jacket you have back there. That
Which
Dolphins
one? Oh,
jacket.
this one here. Yeah.
Oh, that thing's
As soon as it starts
clean,
getting
dude.
cold,
It's already cold up here.
It's a 37-year anniversary of the 72 Dolphins.
Dude,
So,
I love and I love the freaking unis yesterday. I was like, wow, look at those
yeah, the old
uniforms. Dude, it brought
school,
me back. I
man.
was like, man,
Shit
this
was
is like
hot.
middle school right now,
Shit was
dude.
hot, bro. I
Yeah,
know.
it
They
was
don't
dope.
Dolphins rarely lose in those old unis.
Yeah, they was looking clean, man. It was looking real clean.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
I think that's it.
that's what I had as far as but I just have some notes of things I wanted to know. So the Niners, dude, listen to this. The Niners are 0-36. I think 0-37 now when they're down by 8 points or less or more in the fourth.
Really?
0-36 under their head coach.
Wow. Well, you know what? That makes sense because the Shanahan system, right, is a flowing type of game system that really just wears you down. They just outside zone run, they drop the bucket and here and there. And typically you need a game manager as your quarterback, the point guard, which is not too dissimilar than what the Dolphins are doing. Just right now, we have superior talent at the wide receiver position and at the running back position when we get a Chan back, our running back who's going to be back for against the Raiders. But the problem is that when you face teams that have high-powered offenses or typically big arm quarterbacks that can sling the ball, are hard to take down. You get the pass rush there. You can't bring them down. They could scramble out. They could sling it 50 yards on a rope. When they get in those dog fights at the end of a game where it's a race to put up as many points, they typically don't have the quarterback that's talented enough to withstand something like that. And that's what's cost them in the playoffs. That's what's cost them in those games in the season. I mean, and it's the question that Dolphins fans ask themselves. Now, granted, Tua is number one in MVP right now, and he operates this system that is finely tweaked and tuned by Mike McDaniel to his strengths.
Yeah, he does.
But there's going to come a time where you're going to have to just go blow for blow offensively. Now, we've been doing it, and I think we can do it, but we're going to find out if in these big games against these marquee offenses and in the playoffs, if Tua is that guy. And if he is, he will sign a mega multi-year deal with the Dolphins, and we will continue to see if this show can bear some championships.
Yeah.
So
there was the Seahawks game was dope. That was a badass interception in the fourth that they had. They were playing who were they playing? The bank? No, they were playing the Browns.
Who?
The Seahawks.
Oh yeah,
it was a big game. The Raiders.
The Browns defense right now is fucking unreal, bro. They're really good right now.
Yeah, the Raiders, man, they got a lot of interceptions. Garoppolo.
The Raiders are in rough shape.
He's like number one in interceptions.
Bro,
and that's like what's his name? Devontae. He definitely is not happy there. That sucks.
The Lions defense blitzed the Raiders the entire fourth quarter. And I think they got, I don't know, I just watched like a little bit. They got like 6 sacks or something stupid in like the final 2 drives or something. They just murderized.
Well, it's just to put a lot of pressure. That's probably why. I mean, unless Tom Brady could handle the pressure, but there's not a lot of quarterbacks that can handle a shit ton of pressure all the time. That's probably why he's throwing so many interceptions. And it's like Garoppolo isn't a bad quarterback.
He's not. He's actually a really good quarterback. Problem is,
went all the way to the Super Bowl.
Problem is, and Garoppolo's totally got the arm strength. I think
definitely does.
The problem is, for whatever reason, him and Devontae Adams are not clicking, bro.
Is it still McDaniels?
Garoppolo and Devontae Adams. Yeah, Mike. No. McDaniels is their coach.
Yeah, from the
Josh McDaniels, Patriots.
Yeah,
Yep.
from the Patriots. Yep. Yeah.
And that guy is kind of a problem. If he fails here again,
This is going to be
team. This is his last go round as a coach because he failed with the Broncos too. But yeah, he and he's got a rough manner to him, Josh McDaniels. He's a hard guy to like. Apparently, he's not really a player's coach.
I never known that.
Yeah, Patriots.
I mean, Brady had a lot of success with him, but
that's right. Patriots players but these new age of guys, they're superstars. They don't want to be talked to a certain way. There's all that shit. But to me, if that Garoppolo Adams connection ever got off, they would be fine. But it hasn't. It just hasn't. And Devontae Adams is pissed. Garoppolo is frustrated. And they're just a team reeling right now. Honestly, I thought they were going to be way bigger sellers at the trade deadline. I've been calling for it all year. I'm like, I've been saying, watch the Raiders, because they're a team that if this goes wrong, they could really start unloading talent at the trade deadline. But they didn't.
Yeah, so the West is just looking like it's almost open. I mean, I think
Kansas City will own it.
Yeah.
The Chargers look like shit. The fucking Broncos look like shit. And the Raiders look like shit. They're the dredges of the AFC right now, and it's weird. So, but
it's tough, man. It's so tough out there. It's just so tough. But why did they have all those throwback unis yesterday? What was it?
We do that once a year.
Yeah, because dude, those freaking dude, like I don't know what was up with that, but the Lions old school label, that lion was like older than freaking Papa. Did you see that thing? It looked like Cleopatra drew that thing, dude. Did you see the way that looking at his freaking lion?
It's ancient. It looks like the original MGM lion and shit.
If the MGM lion is Simba, that thing is Mufasa.
Yeah, right. That's his scar and shit with his over his face.
Scar. Yeah. The thing is totally Scar, dude. It totally is, dude. He's like Loki of freaking lions. Dude. I was like, what is? I was like long and thin and like, oh man, like it's like it's so funny. It's so funny seeing like old school labels and designs and drawings from a long time ago, and just like the technology that they had. It's like you can have artists make the freaking thing on the ceilings of the cathedrals and make stuff out of rock, but then you see stuff like some of the things. It's like it's so crazy how technology almost didn't help in the beginning compared to the way it does now.
They tried to get ahead. You got to crawl before you can walk when the times be a change, and people be making
like we have like the statue of David, and then we have a Cleopatra lion.
But looking shitty.
But yeah, but I like when Tennessee does it because they got the old school Oilers.
Yeah, I love the Oilers. Shout out to Dr. Reg, who used to be a wide Dr. Reginald Brown, who was in chat earlier. I don't know. He's probably still listening. He used to be a wide receiver for the Oilers.
Oh, yeah.
Good friend of the program. Remember we've talked. He comes up all the time. Yep, we've talked about it.
Shout outs. Thank you, man. And thank you for everyone that's in the comments. Color Crazy, Jay Reezy, he's Dead Dean.
Dean.
Dad Dean.
Yeah, he's the dad of Deans.
Oh, okay. Like Dean Smith?
Nope, just the Deans, all the good Deans. Jimmy Dean, Jim Bean, James Dean, all that
Uncle
shit.
Gene, Low Gene, Big Gene,
Uncle
Slim
Gene. He's the daddy of them all,
Gene,
bro.
Big
and
Gene.
Miss Finns as well.
Miss Queen Jean.
Miss Finns. Miss Queen Jean. Bihana. Salute to everybody. Hit the like button, please.
Yeah, share, like, comment. Thank you for everybody. We're really happy to be here. And let me see what else I got from my notes. We hit the trade deadline today. Yep. Let's see. So John Fox is still a coach, but I forgot. I think he's like a coordinator now. Because when I saw him on Sunday. Who does he work for now? Because he was a quarterback. He was the head coach when for the Broncos when they had Manning and they went to the Super Bowl and got totally destroyed by Seattle.
Yeah, they did. And then they let his ass go.
And
And then he went. They were like,
and then they
"Deuce, buddy."
destroyed North Carolina. So
Yeah, they obliterated North
he's
Carolina.
a senior defensive assistant on Detroit. Another head coach that we're talking about. Wow, Detroit's stacked. And I mean, yeah, he did. Yeah, he lost at a Super Bowl, but he still got the Broncos to the Super Bowl.
Detroit's got some. I mean,
dude, Detroit
staff.
is stacked with coaches. I know
different perspectives all over. I remember John Fox when he was with the Bears, and it was just you thought the Broncos was pathetic with John Fox. That Bears fucking team with John Fox was just it was a train wreck, bro. Yeah, he was their head coach. Well, he had Adam Gase there for a year or something like that, and we went, fucking eyeball man. I don't know how the hell. That's the type of shit that drove me crazy about this fan base. That when I started this, I was like, listen, y'all, stop letting them sell us on Adam Gase dumbasses all the time, bro. Stop it. They're all
So who did worse for the Bears, John Fox or Mike Singletary?
Probably Singletary.
Because I remember the only thing I remember from Singletary is him looking into the screen and going, "You can't win with him. You can't win with him." Who was he talking about? Was he talking about like the running back or the quarterback? I think it was the running back. He was like, "You can't win with him."
I remember that. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Dude, the Lions are stacked with freaking coaches, dude. Like, that's. I mean, kudos to the Lions, dude. They've been.
Well, listen, they're capitalizing.
For them, dude.
Aaron Rodgers is out of that fucking division. It's time to get it. Kirk Cousins was the quarterback that supposedly could do it. He's injured now, and now all of a sudden, ex-Super Bowl Ram, fucking Jared Goff, who I always thought Goff was a good quarterback.
So did I.
He's a system quarterback that honestly has a little bit slow of a release for the type of system that they want to put him in. But he's got a big arm. He's got a big arm. So now that he's not really in so much in that Shanahan, McVay, Mike McDaniel, this system, they're running it a little bit different. They are running it, but it's not as spot throwy and time based as it used to be. He's becoming a better quarterback, I think, and he's playing some of his best football now. Jared Goff these last 2 years, and for the Lions, he's playing really good.
I mean, 6-2, dude.
And
the Lions haven't been this. They
got beat up. They had a bad game against the Ravens. But you know what?
And that's so funny because that game against the Ravens, they were just hating on Lamar Jackson, saying, "Look, dude, you got to pay all this money. You ain't doing nothing." Then he goes out there and destroys the Lions. But
Lamar Jackson shows up when he damn well pleases, bro.
I mean, I want to see him do well, like he did. Listen, what was that?
I'm telling you right now, Lamar Jackson is right now one of the most terrifying guys in the NFL. I don't give a fuck who you are.
He's badass.
Patrick Mahomes is good because he can run and how he throws, but Lamar Jackson could turn the switch on and say, "I'm the greatest athlete on this field, and I'm going to make."
I want to see him do it. I want to see him do it.
You'll probably see him do it in the fucking.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if. So.
Lamar Jackson, ridiculous.
No, that would be his. No, that would be his second Super Bowl. The head coach, that would be his second Super Bowl, but with a second quarterback too. If they go to the Super Bowl, is what I mean.
John, they won. I think Harbaugh. I think Harbaugh won 2 with the Ravens already.
So he was there when they won in 2000 with
No. Flacco won 2 at his time there. Pretty sure, bro.
The first time they won was like in 2000 with
yeah, they had fucking what's his name at the quarterback.
I forgot his name.
And it wasn't that Harbaugh wasn't the coach then. I know that for a fact.
No, it wasn't.
It was Billick or some shit.
Yeah, so this head coach, he's only been to the Super Bowl once. But they won with Flacco, and if they go again, it'll be with Lamar Jackson. I like that head coach. I think he's good. John.
I guess you're right. They have only won 2. All right, touche.
I gotta be right, dude. Trent Dilfer. Yes, thank you, Shelby. Yeah, Trent Dilfer. But that was mainly the defense.
Dilfer. What a fucking weird name. Sorry, I'm gonna laugh at you. Hey,
He's
I'm
a head
Denver.
coach. He's a head coach now too. I think
He's
high
not.
school.
He maybe he does do a high school, but he
No,
also
he is.
does a quarterback like program in the off season that is
Oh, okay. He's
like
also
Tua what Trent Dilfer
Oh.
showed Tua this system and RPO and got him and ready for college and the NFL and stuff like that. Now Tua has another trainer for others. Tua's got some guys, dude.
So I missed the fight. Change leagues. I missed the boxing match this weekend with
I didn't watch it.
The big white guy from England. His
What the
brother, just
fucking the
bald head guy.
gypsy dude? What?
Yeah.
No. Who'd he fight?
Yeah, dude. It was on at like 6:30 Eastern time on
Yeah,
Saturday. I didn't know.
no way, dude.
I turned it on way after that because I didn't know what time. So, but the guy he fought, let me just look it up. Because the guy he fought is his coach is Mike Tyson. Imagine Mike Tyson being your boxing head coach.
Tyson Fury. He fought Francis Ngannou. That's a guy who's he's actually
trainer.
an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter, and he is the baddest man on the planet.
Dude, he knocked him down. He should have won the fight.
Fury won?
Yeah, Tyson Fury won.
Because it's a boxing match. That's why.
Yeah. I mean,
if it was a fight, Francis Ngannou would have won, no doubt. He's the deadliest man on the planet.
Yeah, no, he definitely held his own. And but like once I heard that Ngannou, his trainer or coach
African
is Mike Tyson.
Makes sense. I'd want to train me.
I didn't know Mike Tyson was. Oh, I know. If I had to choose, if I could choose anyone alive,
show me how to fight like you, Mike.
Boxer.
Show me how to fight like you, Mike.
Like I don't think you can have a better person to show you how to be a boxer, dude. Maybe Evander Holyfield, but I don't know. I mean, dude, I know
that fucking roll,
dude.
That fucking hook that he would throw when he rolled.
It's like he used. It's like, dude, it's like he didn't even. It's like his arm was like. It's like it was connected to his body right here.
Yeah, it was like he had a fucking whole like kinetic energy. Was like
it's like
it was like he corkscrewed into you every time.
He was like, dude, just
most deadliest guy I've ever seen. I remember watching him when in the 90s, and like he'd come out and you'd see him, and the guy in the ring would be. You could tell the dude in the ring was scared. On the walkout when Tyson was going, and it would be over in like the blink of an eye. Every match was just like Tyson comes out, bip, 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 bam, and it's fucking over. Didn't even make it out of the first round forever.
But I like the inspiration from all these fights where you have players from different leagues, MMA, whatever, or basketball players even, or rappers even, or YouTube people even, fighting each other, boxing each other. It's generating a lot of money. It's generating a lot of publicity.
I wish it was more popular when I was younger because
I know.
I'd have loved to fight somebody. I ain't doing it now. I'm too fucking old. Fucking break my ankle or some dumb shit. He ain't knocking me out.
He definitely
I would have loved to fight. I'd have fucking fought them all.
Special shout out to my godson, Liam Adams. He just won his regional championship playoff game. They're out of northeast Florida is where they're located, and their next game is in Palm Beach County, playing a Palm Beach County team.
Yeah, they're getting home cooking. We're gonna be.
That's where Cap and I grew up, and so that's gonna be a crazy game. Too bad I'm not there, but I just wanted, and I've been wanting to shout out Liam for weeks now. I actually found out from his sister and his mom, from Cap's sister and mom, because I'm a family friend, that Liam is doing that good in football, tackle football. And I'm just so happy for him and so great, and just everything, because Cap is doing a lot of work. He's got his business, he's working, he's got kids, he's got a son doing this, he's got the podcast and just everything going on. I know everything.
I'm drained, homie.
But that's so great. He's definitely got football in his blood, and he's definitely got it in his genes. I'm really happy for him. So
they
good luck
swept
for the next game.
They through the season, in the playoffs and the championship game, they hadn't allowed one touchdown scored against them the entire time. No points.
Damn.
They beat
What
their
position does Liam
opponent.
play?
He plays linebacker now. He was playing
Oh,
guard for a while. Now he
wow.
plays linebacker.
Oh, wow, dude.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
always played
He's
linebacker.
definitely in Adams.
Yeah. So yeah, and so right now they've outscored opponents 346 to nothing.
They're like Boise State.
They're like, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like Alabama going against the fucking the Pac-10. You know what I'm saying? They're just rolling everybody. They're just rolling everybody.
It's like the Dolphins versus the Broncos.
Yeah, it's like the Dolphins are the well, but now they're getting ready to face much better competition,
Yeah.
much better kids, and the problem I got with it is that we're going against Palm Beach Gardens in West Palm. It's supposed to be a neutral site game. I already know what fucking time it is. It's going to be at Dwyer High School down in Palm Beach, which is a nice school in a nice area. Dwyer's a really nice school over there. But I call bullshit. I call bullshit that they are getting the home field advantage. It shouldn't be like this. It's bullshit. And our region up here all has to travel, so we're a pretty decent sized region. Like we go
just
all the
straight
way
down I-95.
It 3 hours. Fucking, I'm gonna have to get a hotel this weekend for it. I have to. I'm not gonna do all that, but yeah, there's definitely, bro, definitely. I don't want to drive 3 hours to show up for a 5-hour event game. Fuck that.
Drive home.
I ain't
Sounds
doing
like me.
that, dog. I ain't doing that.
Like
I
me.
would, but I would, but I'm not gonna do that to my son. Who's got to play a game. He'll be fucking tired. Fuck that.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
that's awesome, though.
Yep. Yeah, we're good. All right, man. Well, I think that's all we got now. You want to close it out? You want me to I'll close this bitch out. Everybody, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment at the end of the video. Let us know what you guys think. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.